Today we'd like to discuss the high bay lights in an industrial complex. The lights in an industrial complex are different to the lights used in a normal residential house. They're high power and they use a lot of electricity. The typical light that's used in a factory would be like a 400 watt mercury vapor, and it uses 440 watts of power. So every hour it's 440 watt hours of power. This is an enormous amount of electricity, and if you've got a number of these lights in a warehouse or a factory, you're using a lot of electricity. To compensate for that, you could use an equivalent LED light which gives you out an equivalent amount of lumens, that is the amount of light, which is 13,100 lumens, but only uses about 154 watts of electricity every hour. So you're reducing your power from 440 watts down to 150 watts and still having the same amount of lumens, but due to the superior reflector, you're able to actually get a better spread of light and then a better actual use of the electricity coming out of the light. The LED light that you see here has one of the best what they call LED drivers in the business. It's made by Meanwell. It's extremely efficient, extremely reliable, and totally encapsulated. This LED light is the latest technology that's being made in the world, and the reflector is superior to any mercury vapor light that's used in warehouses now. The reflector actually has a special heat paste to dissipate the power from the housing to the reflector. So not only does the reflector spread the light, but it also performs the function of helping to cool the LED housing. This LED light is guaranteed for 3 years and has a life expectancy of the LED lights plus the driver. Don't forget that. The driver is important, of 60,000 hours. So that's 60,000 hours, and that's probably more than 4 times what you would get out of a mercury vapor light. The quality of the light, the quality of the reflector, and the quality of the spread of the light that you get out of this fitting is extraordinary.
It's a high bay.
This is used in a high bay application and will give you better light than a 400 watt mercury vapor. At this time, it's August 2012, you can get a grant from the New South Wales State Government which will pay 50% of the labour and the capital cost of installing a fitting like this into your factory. So there's a big advantage in actually getting something done in the year 2012 because of the grant from the New South Wales State Government for reducing the electricity cost in small businesses. We wanted to talk about the LED lights. Okay, the other thing that you can use in a factory is, instead of using LED fluorescent lights, you can use LED equivalents. Now, if you have a look at these lights here, I'll just turn this on. You see how instantaneously they came on. These are single-ended lights approved by the New South Wales Department of Fair Trading. They're very easy to install. You just take the old fluorescent light down, you take the old starter, the old fluorescent starter down, put the special LED starter in, put the new LED tube up. These are 1200mm lights. They're 18 watt rated compared to 36 watt in a normal fluorescent light. And you just connect them up. They're powered only from one end. You put the LED starters in, and that's it. You don't have to rewire the fitting. You just put a special warning label up there to say that this is an LED dedicated fitting. The one thing you notice about these fittings is that there's no stroboscopic effect. There's no infrared or ultraviolet light coming out of these lights. They give you a superior light. This is a normal colour, which is about a 4000 K temperature light. The fittings are very easy on the eye and are superior and safer from an occupational health and safety point of view in a factory. The lights are guaranteed for 2 years, and they have a life expectancy of approximately 40,000 hours, and that includes the driver, because there's no good making the lights and making the individual chips of the lights last for 40,000 hours if the driver doesn't last for 40,000 hours. The lights are made such that they run extremely cool, and the cool temperature in the driver and the cool temperature in the chips of the LED are the things that give you the longevity of the fitting. And that's why we're prepared to give it the two-year guarantee and give it the 40,000 hour life expectancy. The other thing that you'll notice about LED lights is that they're not a gas discharge device. In other words, that means there's no arc going through a gas. So that in turn means that that means there's no stroboscopic effect, there's no change of the light, there's no oscillation of the light, and what you can see here is actually the polycarbonate diffuser cover that's fitted over the chips. There's probably around about 100 LED chips along there. The drivers are on, half the driver is on one end and half the LED driver is on the other end. You must understand that LED lights run on DC electricity, not on AC, and the driver converts the AC into DC and then controls the electricity going to the chips. These are single-ended LED lights, which are the only lights that are allowed to be sold in Australia because of safety reasons. Double-ended lights are dangerous and can cause electrocution. You can get these lights in 15 watt rated, 18 watt rated, 20 watt rated and 22 watt rated. As the wattage goes up, the lumens go up. But you'll find that the 18 watt LED, which is half the power of the normal 36 watt fluorescent light, is the norm and the one that most